and welcome to our channel, The Land That's Life, and welcome to our first of our holiday series as well. We've been missing our holidays, haven't we? As I'm sure many of you have also been missing your holidays. So we're going to spend the next couple of weeks talking about all our favourites.
Which holiday are we going to do today, Hannah?
Disneyland Paris!
So we're going to take you through some of our memories from our Disneyland Paris trips. But before we start, we have kitted ourselves out, haven't we, Hannah?
Yes.
What are you wearing?
I am wearing my Mickey sunglasses. Well, glasses, dude. Very cool.
I've got my Ewok and Roll Disney t-shirt.
Love that one, love that one. And I have got Minnie Mouse. Love a bit of Minnie Mouse. And I actually bought this t-shirt for when we went on our last trip to Disneyland Paris, and it's a Primark special.
Lovely. Oh, we didn't tell everyone, did we, that we're
Oh, no, we didn't.
using our Disney cups?
No, I've got and these two, mine and Simon's, are from Disneyland
I'm going to
Paris.
turn mine around, let's see Mickey on.
Mickey and Minnie, they've got Disneyland Paris on the back.
We bought
got
those
a
in
nice
our
cup of coffee in.
We bought those on our 2015 trip, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
And I have got a Star Wars
How
mug.
many times have we been to Disneyland in total?
Well, I think between us all, we've been about 7 times, haven't we?
Yeah, but the first time you went on your own, didn't you?
First time I went on my own when it first opened with my mum and dad and my sister.
I think it opened in 1992, and I think that's when you went.
Yeah, so I'd have been 13, 14.
And it was called still called Euro Disney then when you
Yeah,
went.
it was.
Between us, we've been 7 times, but we're going to focus today mainly on our 2015 trip and our 2018 trip, which is the last time that we went. We'll probably record this in 2 parts. We're just going to share some of our memories from our earlier trips to Disneyland Paris. And this was, I think, before, or most of them before you were born, Hannah.
No, it's not alive.
I know. So I was first introduced to Disney when I went with Emma's family, or Emma's mum and sister, in 2000, I think it was.
Yeah.
And we went for your mum's birthday, didn't we?
Yeah, we went for my mum's birthday.
Really old.
And we were obviously really lucky because it was Halloween season. I'm sure many of you loved the Halloween season at Disneyland Paris. So that was really good fun. The theming was really good, wasn't it?
Yeah, excellent.
And we got to see some villains.
We did. What was Becky's favourite villain? Was it her favourite villain that she wanted to see? She saw him.
Yeah.
Jafar.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, she loved meeting Jafar.
Do you remember the Halloween parade?
Loved the Halloween. We've got the I don't think it went like that.
It did. It went Halloween. Ooh. Actually, I'm not sure I did now. I'm going to try and find it.
We've got the CD somewhere because we loved it so much.
Halloween, ghosts and goblins taking flight. Halloween, it's a screaming party howling through the night.
That was the first time that we'd stayed in Sequoia Lodge, which, as you'll see through this video, has become one of our favourites. But that was excellent. But one of my favourite memories from that Halloween trip was, I think it was the Halloween trip, when we was in the lobby and Chip and Dale were in there.
You were taking the picture,
Right.
and Chip and Dale were there, and my sister, bless her, has always had the attention off of furry animals.
That sounds really odd, Emma. She's not always had the attention of fairy animals.
Always had the attention, bless her. And they completely didn't know I was there.
So this is actually what happened. So Chip and Dale were in the lobby, and Becky went over to have her photo taken, or Becky and Emma went over to have a photo taken.
Yeah.
Becky got there first. Chip put his arm round Becky. They thought that was all there was, taking the photo, while Dale...
Me and my purple culottes.
You wasn't noticed, were you? Dale struck a pose and he went like that. I'm sorry. And that's what he did. He literally whacked Emma in the face.
Whacked me in the face.
I
wish
literally just whacked me in the face.
we do have that video
I've got
somewhere.
it on footage, but yeah,
I don't know where that is.
Well, I think it's on, because back then I had a video camera and I don't know where those cassettes have gone, so I need to try and find them and get them sort of uploaded digitally, but
I think they felt quite guilty that they'd whacked me in the face.
that's one of probably the most memorable moments from that trip. I mean, it was, 20 years ago now, isn't it? So
I can't believe that.
it's a bit...
I can't believe it was 20 years ago, because some of the memories you can still feel, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say. I've got the words.
I don't actually, but if anyone does, please comment below. So we went back pretty soon after, actually, for Christmas this time. This is the first time that we spent the actual Christmas week of 2001 at Disneyland Paris. And whereas for Halloween we went for 4 days, I think we went for a whole week this time, didn't we?
Yeah.
And again, we stayed in Sequoia Lodge.
We love Sequoia Lodge.
We did love Sequoia Lodge. What was it you said to me about Sequoia Lodge the other day when we stayed there?
So,
I used to go downstairs.
Yeah, you used to go downstairs because I don't think we had mobiles then.
I don't think we did.
When did mobiles first come out? Because obviously you weren't with your mum or your family at Christmas. So you used to go down and ring your mum on the actual phone.
Payphone.
On the payphone.
It's odd, isn't it?
Crazy, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Went to Buffalo Bill's on Christmas Day.
Christmas Day. So instead of having turkey, we had ribs, chicken, cornbread, crumble.
That was one of our first times at Buffalo Bill's, and it actually is one of our memories from our later trips. So we'll share more of that with you later on. And
one thing I loved as well is that we took our fibre optic Christmas trees.
Did we get that from home? With us?
We did. We packed them because we went on the Eurostar this time, didn't we? I think.
On Christmas.
Christmas. And so we packed fibre optic Christmas trees to put in our rooms to make it feel a bit more Christmassy. The
moment of that trip that I remember was your mum slipping over. Do you not remember that?
That was funny. That was really funny.
What did she?
She fell over.
This is Grandma.
So my mum always has like this. She always carries a black handbag with her, doesn't she?
on her arm.
On her arm. And we were walking along. I think we were near Pirates of the Caribbean or somewhere in Adventureland or somewhere like that. And all of a sudden, we saw this black handbag just shoot past us.
Followed by your mum.
Followed by my mother, who didn't make any noise.
She came sliding.
She had her arms crossed like this.
She slided
down. That was very funny. I think was that the first time me and my sister did Space Mountain?
That was the first time we did Space Mountain, yeah.
And it wasn't obviously Star Wars themed then.
No, it was just Space Mountain.
And I loved it, and oh my goodness, did I thought it went fast. But before it was Star Wars, you just got to the top, and there was this beautiful moon. It was stunning, and with all stars around it, and then you just shot down the hill again. It was amazing though, Hannah.
I hate it.
What about the restaurant that we went to in the Pirates of the Caribbean?
Was it the Blue Lagoon?
The Blue Lagoon, yeah.
That was gorgeous. But the atmosphere in that restaurant was amazing.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't know, this is a really weird thing, but I think Pirates of the Caribbean has a really lovely smell about the ride. It has a really nice smell. So
I like the smell of that ride.
When
Yeah.
you're in
It's called something. It's called
If you like his
is it bromine or something? Might have to correct myself if I'm wrong, but I think it's something like bromine they put in the water.
And we sat at the front, so we could see people coming through, couldn't we, on their boats through the ride. We've always wanted to go back there, but the thing is with Disneyland Paris is we still haven't done all the restaurants yet, have we? And we've been quite a few times now.
Not at all, yeah.
So we don't tend to go back to the posh
to
ones.
the same ones, no.
Yeah.
I would like to go back to that one again next time we go.
Yeah.
I think, was it Walt Disney Studios just being built? We saw the construction site, I saw the Walt Disney Studios sign.
Yeah.
So it hadn't been built yet, so it just was the one park.
Yeah. And I think, what was the parade? Was that?
That was... I can't remember.
All Around the World?
That's right.
All around the world. I never know the words.
Actually did have words to it.
Music playing.
Music playing, people dancing, children's laughter ringing round the world. Hopes are high for a happy tomorrow, hand in harmony.
So they were our 2 earlier visits to Disneyland Paris. And then it was a whole 11 years before we went back. The next time we went back was with you. But
How old?
you were only 1.
1 years old.
So we went back in
Didn't have a
2012.
clue what was happening then.
So that was your first time, not that you'd know, but you've seen some pictures, haven't you?
Yeah.
So that trip was really special. We went with our family.
Was this Christmas? It was Christmas time again, wasn't it?
This was the beginning of December, so it was Christmas.
So it's Christmas.
Yeah.
It was Christmas theme again, and I love going to Disney at Christmas time. It's very magical, isn't
absolutely, yeah. But we didn't stay in Sequoia Lodge this time. This time we stayed at Newport Bay Hotel. I don't know if you don't know Disneyland Paris, before you go into the actual park, you've got something called Disney Village. And before you've got Disney Village, you've got all of the hotel resorts. So you've got Sequoia Lodge around this lake. You've got Sequoia Lodge, Hotel New York. So is being changed now into
Avengers.
the Avengers Hotel, the Marvel Hotel.
That's it.
And then you've got Newport Bay. So it was the one next door to Sequoia Lodge. So it was,
Beautiful hotel.
Oh, absolutely stunning.
Really nice. And
It was lovely.
that was quite funny because we went on the ferry, and my sister and brother-in-law and his family went on the Eurostar. So they arrived first and we arrived after. And obviously Hannah was a little baby. It was been quite a long car journey, quite a long journey altogether, and was a bit cryy when we arrived, which wasn't really like you. You didn't really used to cry as a baby. And Gary was like, oh my goodness, who is that child next door? I'm not going to be able to get any sleep. This is not going to be a good holiday. And then we had adjoining rooms. We were like, hi! I think he was relieved that it was Hannah because he knows that he was a good baby.
So that was the first time that Walt Disney Studios was opened. So that was really nice to be able to go into a second park.
And something completely new as well from what we'd done in the past.
Yeah, I loved going through that. I mean, again, that's one of our memories a bit later on. And there was a new ride in Walt Disney Studios that Emma had to try out, didn't there? I would not go near it.
So you didn't do Space Mountain and you didn't do the Tower of Terror. Now, I'm not good with drops, but I did it, and I did it for my sister and brother-in-law, and I sat in between them. They had done it previously. I sat in between them. I think I must have ruined the ride for everybody else because they were all laughing, but I've never screamed so much. What was the parade? Because I love the parades. Part of my fun of Disney is seeing the parades and seeing all the characters. What was the parade for that year?
So in 2012 it was their 20-year anniversary. So all of the 20-year anniversary celebrations was on. So I think the parade was was it Magic? Was it still Magic? Was it Magic Everywhere?
Magic Everywhere, yeah. Magic
Yeah, it was. It's a brilliant parade. I remember we were watching it and we couldn't think out who that blue fairy was, but actually she's just called Blue Fairy.
Ah, from Pinocchio?
Pinocchio's fairy.
Yeah, right.
That was the creepy Alice face parade. So we had a big Alice looking through a door.
And I loved that parade because one of my favourite princesses was on it. Ariel, sitting up top,
And she was.
wagging her tail.
She was. I don't think they wag their tail, do they?
She's not a dog.
So they flip their tails.
Flipping her tail.
But it's the first real time I remember seeing the fireworks, and it was the Disney Dreams fireworks show, which was amazing. But this one was great. Peter Pan, Tangled was quite a big thing at that time. So I think Rapunzel had just come out,
and all the lanterns kind of float up the castle.
Lovely.
That was beautiful, really beautiful.
That was nice. But I'll tell you the one thing that you may remember, only because you've seen quite a few photos of it, was when we went for breakfast at Mickey's Cafe for a character breakfast.
Yeah.
We saw Geppetto, Mickey and Minnie,
Pluto. Yeah.
Rabbit. I'm sure I've got pictures of you and Abigail.
We have, because
with the characters there.
both of you were dressed up in your Minnie Mouse dresses.
Yeah.
Very cute.
So that was a very, very special trip for us, the 2012 trip.
Yeah.
But it seems we actually went again actually before we go on to the next trips in 2014, but we just went for the day. So we were on holiday in at the Eurocamp site near Paris, in the Picardy region, and then you did a day trip to Disneyland Paris. So we went on that, didn't we?
Yeah.
And that was when you was a bit older. So that's your probably first real memory of Disneyland.
Yeah.
So you were 3.
I absolutely loved the teacups, didn't I? Remember going.
You loved the
I loved
teacups. You loved Frozen had just come out, so it was all about Frozen. You got your Anna costume and your Anna doll there, didn't you?
But you absolutely loved it, but it was quite a lot to do in a day. We did think that, didn't we? We couldn't do it in a day.
Yeah, trying to do Disneyland Paris in a day is
Stressful.
impossible.
We did both parks. We got tickets for both parks, so we were like back and forth.
It was good to do while we was there. It was a nice
definitely. It was
treat.
Amazing, and I think Hannah was at that age where she could really start to appreciate it. And your little face seeing the parade and all the princesses.
I loved
Very
it.
cute, very cute.
Yeah.
Who did you see? You saw Minnie, saw Aurora,
Mhm.
I think, while you were there. That was good. We saw the cars. They did a Disney Cars parade in Walt Disney Studios.
They did.
I'm not sure if I've seen that again. Have I?
No, we saw it in when we went in 2012.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
we saw that when Hannah was 1.
When Hannah's on.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I liked that. They don't do that. We haven't seen that since that trip.
Yeah. Okay. So there are memories of our earlier trips to Disneyland Paris, but now we're going to move on to our 2015 trip. And for this trip, we have all chosen some memories. So we have 10. So we went to Disneyland Paris again in November 2015 for Hannah's birthday, didn't we?
Yes.
That's a quite big birthday, isn't it?
That was
Going
a very
to
big
Disneyland
birthday.
Paris.
We did actually go with my mum, my sister Lindsay, and her 2 boys, Jack and Ben.
Yeah.
So that was quite nice, wasn't it? We went on the ferry
Went on the ferry again.
this time.
November, quite choppy.
Yeah. Where did we stay?
Sequoia
Lodge.
Lodge.
Surprise.
We love Sequoia Lodge.
Oh,
I
we
think I
love
said
it.
that already, but we love it there.
They just put the Christmas decorations up, so we were quite lucky to see those
Yeah.
as well. Which
Again,
was really
another
good.
Christmas season for us.
It was another Christmas season, yeah.
We do love Christmas.
But actually, the other thing is the Paris terror attacks had just happened.
Yeah.
I think on November the 13th, and we must have gone 19th, 20th. I have to say their security, all of their procedures were
Amazing.
amazing. You had to,
Felt very secure.
yeah, you had to check your bags in, and
Yeah.
checking into the hotel was a bit longer, wasn't it? Because you had to
Yeah.
put our bags through scanners and everything, so you felt really safe.
Yeah.
But anyway, onwards and upwards of our memories for this trip. We're starting with Emma.
Yeah. So one of my most favourite memories, and this is kind of across the whole time I've been to Disneyland Paris, was one of Hannah's kind of birthday celebrations, and that was at, now please, if I pronounce this wrong, please let me know, the Auberge de Cinderon. So we had lunch there, and from the moment we walked in, the service was absolutely amazing. We had a beautiful round table that we were on, and the food was stunning. I can't quite remember what we had for our starters, but I think for dinner I had some chicken with some spaghetti. It was beautiful. My sister-in-law had some fish. I think the children's meals were really lovely as well.
And also the mice were there, weren't they?
Yeah.
To bring me the cake. Was Snow White there as well? Wasn't
So the mice were there because you had you had your autograph book, didn't you? And you was getting everybody's autographs.
Yeah.
And we saw Gus and we saw Mary. Not Gus.
No.
Susie.
Did you see the male mice? You saw Gus and Jack. I think they must have
But
been
then,
there.
no, I think it was just the girls.
Was it just
wasn't
the
it?
girls?
I think it was
Mary and
just the girls.
Susie.
Mary and Susie. They were lovely. They came on your birthday cake. So you had 2 desserts. We couldn't eat all the desserts because we'd ordered Hannah a birthday cake, which was like an ice cream cake, which was gorgeous, like a chocolate ice cream cake. Plus, you had your Cinderella or Elsa eclair as well, it was the shoe, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was the Cinderella slipper.
Cinderella slipper, that's right.
That was it.
I'm sure it was Elsa though.
It might have been Elsa.
I'm sure it was Elsa.
It might have been Elsa. They might have put Elsa on there, but it was like a beautiful white chocolate Cinderella slipper. And it's so lovely because all the princesses come to your table. So we had Snow White, we had Cinderella, of course, and we had Aurora as well. And they come with their princes, so you get to meet the princes as well.
Yeah.
And then they do dances. They do the kind of gavottes. What are they?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's a gavotte technically. You and Ben quickly got a front row seat for, didn't you? You went and sat on the
I
floor.
think it was Nanny that like pushed us in there.
Probably
wasn't
was.
It was probably Nanny.
No, Nanny.
Very magical, and I always remember that restaurant. It was beautiful. Such a lovely afternoon.
Yeah, that's our memory number one.
Yeah.
Our memory number two comes from Hannah. What was that, Hannah?
What is it, Hannah?
Buffalo Bill's World Restaurant. Really
Oh. We've gone a bit wild. She's gone a bit wild. She's gone a bit Wild West.
Yeah, Wild West.
Yeah, definitely.
That was your first time in the Buffalo Bill's Wild West show, wasn't
I
it?
loved it.
Why did you love it?
Well, first of all, because we had the front row seat.
We did.
We got front row.
I was so lucky.
Also, there was a really funny guy, wasn't there?
So if you've ever been to the Buffalo Bill Wild West show, it's a theatre dining experience, and it's absolutely amazing. It really is good. They serve sort of ribs, chicken, real kind of
Southern American food. And you get corn. So when you arrive, your cornbread is there already.
Nachos.
You don't get wine. You get lager or beer.
You do, which is
Lager.
fun.
So
I was happy with that.
I went with it. I drank the beer, the lager.
And they have, and you each get put in a different colour. So you had, I think it's red, blue, yellow, and green.
You get your
What were we?
We were surely yellow.
We were yellow.
I think we were yellow.
And then you get a leader from that group, and then a kind of like a clown, cowboy, and we got given. What did we got given?
Cowboy hats.
We did. We got given yellow cowboy hats. So that was another good thing, was it?
Yeah.
It was a bit of a shame because we got the timings wrong. We thought we got a timing that the actual show started, so we missed all of the warm-up bit that you get, which we experience the next time. So we'll come on to it. We missed that all, so we were really rushing, weren't we?
So we
because we
literally
was front row, it wasn't too bad. We didn't have to go past anybody or anything.
Yeah, so that was quite good. What was your what was another favourite moment of that? What was quite special for us?
Oh, it was so when Ben got picked.
When Ben got picked. So Ben, my nephew, he got picked to do some shooting. Yeah. So he got taken into the main arena. And I can't remember what they did now. I think it was a shooting.
I think it was a rifle thing,
wasn't it?
And he
shooting
done
a
it
target.
the first time, didn't he? He won it.
The yellow team won because of Ben.
Yes, Ben.
Go
Ben!
It's an excellent experience. If you're ever in Disneyland Paris, actually, I'm saying that, I think they're closing it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I think I've read that they're closing it.
Which is really sad.
But I think it's sad because it's such a great experience. It's thrilling, it's immersive. It's quite spiritual. It features Buffalo Bill himself, Annie Oakley, Big Chief Sitting Bull, and when Big Chief Sitting Bull comes out and all of the cattle, the buffalo come out, it's really I don't know how to describe it. Really, it's very peaceful and meditative. It's a really good show. All the cowboys do all the tricks on the horses, so that's quite spectacular to see, isn't it?
It's really good, and the kind of atmosphere in the arena is brilliant as well, with kind of all the camaraderie of all of the different teams.
Yeah,
it's really good fun.
We love it. It might actually come up as another memory further down the line, but that was good. So on to memory number 3, and that's my memory. Now this year, Hannah was 4, and so for us, it was all about the princesses. During magic hours, these lot used to use magic hours to go and enjoy all of the rides and try and get on there first, the ones that were open. Me, every single morning, queuing up in Princess Pavilion. So Hannah got a spot, or we got a good time to go back and meet a princess, didn't we?
Every day.
Every single
Every
day. And who were you desperate to meet?
Rapunzel.
Desperate to meet Rapunzel. Every day we went back. First day I think we saw Aurora. Second day we saw Snow White. Third day we saw Tiana. I thought we were never going to see Rapunzel. Up to that point we hadn't seen Rapunzel, who Hannah really wanted to see. Then, all of a sudden, on the last day, chance meeting, walking through the park, we saw Rapunzel and Flynn, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, really close up. So that was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And then we went back to the Princess Pavilion later, and who did we see?
Rapunzel!
We got to see Rapunzel. So you got your wish, didn't you?
They asked you who was your favourite princess, didn't they?
Yeah,
you
they
said
said
Rapunzel.
But it's so annoying because I dressed up when I met all the other princesses. I dressed up in my Rapunzel costume.
You did.
When I met Rapunzel, I was dressed up in my other costume.
He was. So that was
great.
amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And the Princess Pavilion is great. The interior has several stained glass windows along the queue, and each stained glass window is a drawing of the castle for each princess. So that was quite good fun, guessing which castle was which, didn't we? And then next to them you had a display cabinet with an item that is most represented by the princess. So you had a slipper for Cinderella, a rose for Beauty and the Beast,
A
didn't you?
carpet for Jasmine.
Carpet, I think it was a lamp for Jasmine.
That was it, yeah.
A lamp for Jasmine and an apple for Snow White.
And what is
Ariel's
is like a
shell.
A shell, that was it. Shell. That's
A
it.
shell for Ariel. So anyway.
You know, I love my
Ariel, wasn't it? It was a 4.
No, it was a shell for Ariel.
I'm sure.
So
4.
I'm going to settle this
We can show you,
dispute
we can show
right
you
now.
So, another one of my memories. I just love the atmosphere at Christmas time. We love Christmas anyway as a family, so to do Christmas with Disney,
Yeah, it's great.
that's just the best, isn't it? Now, one of my first memories when we went was when we went into the Disney Village. There was all nice little log cabins with all different things in. So you've got your chocolate strawberries. Of course, I had to stop at the mulled wine cabin to
And
get
Lindsay.
my sister-in-law Lindsay. We love our mulled wine. So what a nice way to start the Disneyland experience with a mulled wine.
It was evening time.
Yeah, it was evening time.
Not that irresponsible.
So then obviously you go into the park and you see all the, Main Street USA with all the lovely wreaths up, hanging, and all the lovely, amazing Christmas decorations. The most beautiful, tall, massive Christmas tree as well.
I think Main Street just really lends itself to
Yeah.
these Christmas decorations. They make it look absolutely stunning, don't they? Like a Victorian kind of Christmas. It's lovely.
And towards the end of the day, when we was there for the Christmas time, the Christmas season, they did this thing where Mickey and Minnie, and I think Donald as well, and Daisy. Was it Donald and Daisy as well, or was it just Mickey and Minnie?
No, I think it was just
Some of
Mickey
the
and
main
Minnie.
characters. They come and turn the lights on for Main Street.
Yeah.
And so the whole of Main Street is absolutely packed, and they stand just outside the Christmas tree on like a tall stand so everyone can see them, and they do a bit of carol singing up there, and then suddenly towards the end all snow comes over Main Street, and
that was good.
I love it. Just really magical.
They're in Victorian costume. It's Victorian Mickey and Minnie.
Yeah.
And they were a Victorian choir singing carols. So it's really, really Christmassy.
Loved that. That
good.
was really good. Another amazing memory, of course, I told you I love my parades, but seeing the Christmas parade is extra special. I think they do songs as in, we need a little Christmas. I love that.
I think Mummy was looking at you to join in.
Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. You
must learn the words, Ella.
I must learn the words. I've never learned words in my life.
But the Christmas, you get, that's the good thing about going at Christmas time, because you get double for your money, really. You get the Christmas parade as well as the main parade, which is great.
Yeah, exactly. What's your favourite character in the Christmas parade?
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Oh.
I like all the outfits that all the characters wear as well, because they're all like in their festive outfits. So
I love the Toy Story float, because obviously the toys, presents.
Yes.
I make a big thing of Toy Story in the Christmas parade, which is great.
Definitely. So we love the Christmas parade.
Yeah.
And another show that they did that year, and I think they've done that on some other years as well, is it the Princess Parade?
Princess Parade. Yeah, it's like
And
a princess show, isn't it?
Princess show. So just on the stage out in front of the castle, to the side of the castle, isn't it? And I loved that. You liked that as well, didn't you? Because you get to see all your princesses up close, and they do a bit of a dance, and they tell a bit of a story.
Well, we were really lucky, because we either saw them coming away from the show or coming to the show, didn't
Yeah,
we?
we did.
We're just walking past, and all of a sudden, all the princesses and their princes were really right up close to us, weren't they? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I love that bit.
I love that bit. And they're all, of course, in their winter outfits and their winter coats, and love that. And we've got really good seats because Hannah's nanny likes to get a good seat. So we were standing there for a while, but we got right at the front, didn't we?
Well, we also were really lucky to meet Mickey and Minnie in their Christmas outfits, weren't we? We had a meet and greet.
Yes, that was in the studios, wasn't it?
Walt Disney Studios,
yeah. That was lovely, seeing them at
we
Christmas
queued for a
time.
while.
We did.
But it was worth
But it's
it,
worth it when you see Mickey and Minnie in their Christmas outfits. I love Tinkerbell's Christmas outfit as well.
I know, yeah, she's on
Because
the
she
parade,
goes from
doesn't
the
she?
green to the red, doesn't she? You've got a Tinkerbell actually, haven't you, that you bring out at Christmas time?
So talking of Walt Disney Studios, that brings us on to Hannah's next memory, which is
the car
car
stunt show.
stunt show.
No, it's called.
So it's absolutely massive. So real cars, real stunts, real stunt people, and they do it like they're filming a stunt scene for a film, and it's got Lightning McQueen as one of the cars. So you see a real live Lightning McQueen doing stunts, don't you?
It freaks me out sometimes, but I just loved it because it's so cool how they do it.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like when they
amazing.
go like between them buildings and stuff. I love it. Like it's a mystery, like where have they gone? And when the fire and when the cars go through. I can't believe it.
The fire's really hot as well, isn't it?
Fire's
Yeah.
really hot as well. I feel it. But I don't know how stunt people do it.
That's the first time we'd ever seen that, because it'd been
Yeah.
there for a while, I think, but
It must have been, but I hadn't noticed it
No.
before for some reason.
but absolutely brilliant.
But Walt Disney Studios, I mean, itself is a great memory. I love walking through that first
You
little bit,
always say
Studio
that.
One.
Yeah.
It's got amazing shops. It's got an amazing shop in there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which we love. We love. We've always loved Walt Disney Studios. Animagique. Remember Animagique?
Animagique, yes, I loved that.
Yeah.
That was really good. Do you remember the time when we took Hannah to something and it wasn't what we expected?
Oh, we took her to Cinemagique.
We did.
And you were only, this is when we went for the day actually, I think.
Yeah.
And you were only obviously 3. And Cinemagique has things like scenes from Silence of the Lambs, Exorcist. I mean, they should have stopped us going in. I don't know how they let us in there. But you just spent the whole time screaming and closing your eyes. And we were right in the middle of a row, so we couldn't get out.
Like something came out of the screen or something, and we were like, whoa.
So I think we're going to finish this vlog here. so that it's not too long for you all. And we will come back next week with the rest of our memories for the 2015 trip, and our 10 memories for our 2018 trip to Disneyland Paris. So we are sticking with Disneyland Paris for our next video. If you enjoy this and you want to see more of our videos, you need to
make sure to subscribe, click the notification bell so you get notifications when we post a new video every week, and like this video if you enjoyed.
Absolutely, and please comment below if you can relate to any of our experience that we've had in Disneyland Paris. We'd love to hear from you.
Definitely.
And if you've never been to Disneyland Paris, I would definitely advise to go there, 100%.
There you go, a recommendation from Hannah to you. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.